I think it's 2017. We had a fairly dry summer. A lot of the guys that had conventional pastures completely burnt up. I think I ended up feeding like 6 bales of hay that winter or something. And it was more because we had a cold spell and I just felt bad for the cows. They really didn't need it. But I noticed all summer long guys kept calling me, telling me I needed to bale the pastures or I needed to let the cows out in it. And I had this stockpile set up where I was rotating through and I just had this excess ground that I hadn't really gotten around to, or I'd only hit once. And then after going through that winter, it was pretty amazing. I mean, I didn't have any feed bill, and then I had this really nice stockpile and everything else, and so that really stuck with me. After that year, I kind of doubled down on that and played with some different intensities on grazing. I can't say I've settled anywhere. It's adaptive, as they say, and we're starting to see a lot of the species profile change where there's more introduced grasses coming in, like orchard grass, chicory, red clover, and other stuff coming in. But we're actually starting to get natives that haven't been there. This particular farm my family bought, I believe, in 1944. I think the town was founded in 1857. So it hasn't been prairie at least since roughly that time period. And we've actually got prairie species coming back. We've done some introductions, but these particular areas, they came up on their own. So it's amazing how resilient some of this old seed and seed bank is, just with the right stimulation from animals grazing and the right rest periods. I've got oxeye sunflower coming along a creek that I've never seen before in the last couple of years, a lot of early wild rise. So these native species that just needed the right management or the right rest periods, they're finally showing up that a lot of people don't look at them and appreciate them. I'm personally a plant nerd, so I go around driving around looking to see what species I can see, and it's amazing how they've came back with just a few little nudges from us. And it's not that I'm doing anything right. It's just I changed what was being done, so now we see them there. So I think it's neat that, again, my family's been there 9 generations in this town, so I'm looking at a lot of the species that they would have saw and would have been completely foreign to them as they came from Kentucky and back east. I close my eyes some days, just kind of sitting out there listening to the wind blow through some of those species. This is kind of what the prairie might have sounded like at one point in time, is we finally, we got these tall prairie grasses coming back. My kids are going to be able to see some of the stuff and be like, hey, when your grandparents settled here, this is what it looked like. It's not all corn and soybeans. It's not this kind of dark cloud hanging over it where, you might lose a neighbor, or people are moving to town and getting off the farms, and one guy just keeps getting bigger. It's like, it is truly regenerating. I mean, the prairie itself's regenerating. So, I'm excited about the future with it.